Temperature excursions during transport can destroy pharmaceutical products worth millions, compromise patient safety, and lead to regulatory penalties. Yet 68% of temperature deviations occur during shipping. Discover how proper trailer and truck validation ensures compliance while protecting your sensitive products and your company's reputation. Trailer validation is the process of ensuring vehicles used for transporting temperature-sensitive products can consistently maintain required environmental conditions throughout transit. It's crucial to demonstrate that trailers and trucks can reliably maintain product integrity under real-world conditions, preventing temperature excursions and satisfying regulatory requirements. Without proper validation, pharmaceutical distributors risk regulatory non-compliance, product recalls, patient harm, and potential suspension of distribution licenses. The cold chain is only as strong as its weakest link, and transport is often the most vulnerable stage. Several regulatory bodies require transport validation to ensure compliance with temperature-sensitive product guidelines. The EU, EMA, Health Canada, US FDA, and WHO and PIC/S all have specific requirements for transport validation, emphasizing the importance of detailed temperature mapping and monitoring. Despite differences in enforcement approach, all major regulatory authorities now expect validated transport systems for temperature-sensitive products. Compliance is non-negotiable for global distribution. The qualification process for trailers involves 3 stages: installation qualification, IQ, operational qualification, OQ, and performance qualification, PQ. IQ verifies correct installation of equipment like HVAC units and temperature sensors. OQ tests empty trailer functionality with calibrated sensors to ensure uniformity and stability. PQ evaluates fully loaded trailers under real-world conditions, simulating door openings, route changes, and power failures to verify temperature maintenance. Temperature mapping is the core of validation, involving sensor placement, test duration, and seasonal testing. Sensors are placed at critical points to capture day, night cycles and operational variables, including stress testing. Seasonal testing in both summer and winter conditions ensures performance in worst-case scenarios and temperature extremes. Temperature mapping reveals the invisible areas within your trailer that may run hotter or colder than expected. These hot, cold spots are critical knowledge for proper loading practices and can prevent costly product losses. Validation requires calibrated data loggers, data acquisition systems, and thermal load simulators. Data loggers must be accurate to plus or minus 0.5 degrees Celsius with traceable calibration certificates. Data acquisition systems ensure data integrity with audit trails and tamper-proof storage. Thermal load simulators replicate actual payload characteristics during performance qualification. The reliability of your validation results depends directly on the quality of your equipment. Regulators expect data loggers to have current calibration certificates traceable to national or international standards. Validation requires comprehensive documentation, including a master plan, risk assessment, IQ, OQ, PQ protocols, and standard operating procedures. The master plan outlines scope, responsibilities, and schedule. Risk assessment identifies critical points of failure and mitigation strategies. Protocols detail each qualification stage, and SOPs provide routines for loading, execution management, and routine maintenance. Regulators often say, if it isn't documented, it didn't happen. Your validation documentation is your evidence of compliance and must be thorough, accurate, and readily accessible during inspections. Critical success factors for validation include comprehensive risk assessment, worst-case scenario testing, and data integrity controls. Identify all potential failure points before designing your validation protocol. Test under ideal and worst-case conditions, deliberately simulating power failures, extended door openings, ambient temperature changes, and data security. Ensure all monitoring systems comply with 21 CFR Part 11, Annex 11 requirements for electronic records with proper audit trails, user access controls, and data security. Revalidation of your transport fleet is necessary after modifications, following excursions, and during route changes. Any repair, upgrade, or change to cooling systems, insulation, or monitoring equipment requires revalidation to confirm continued performance. Significant temperature deviations or failures that might impact system degradation necessitate revalidation to ensure reliability. New distribution routes with substantially different durations, climatic conditions, or loading patterns may require revalidation. Transport validation is not a one-time event. Your transport validation program should include clear triggers for revalidation and a risk-based approach to periodic reviews that ensure continuous compliance. Proper trailer and truck validation isn't just about regulatory compliance. It's about protecting sensitive products that impact patient lives, preventing costly product losses, and maintaining your company's reputation. Remember, the most sophisticated manufacturing processes and quality controls are meaningless if product integrity is compromised during transport. A validated cold chain is your defense against that risk. Take action today. Review your current transport validation program against these best practices. Identify gaps in your documentation, monitoring systems, or revalidation triggers. Your products and patients deserve nothing less than a fully validated supply chain. For expert support in enhancing your good distribution practices, GxP Cellators Consultants offers comprehensive services including training programs, qualification services, and auditing services. Training programs are tailored to educate your team on GxP regulations, best practices, temperature mapping, deviation handling, and compliance requirements. Qualification services ensure your transport systems meet regulatory standards with professional validation. Auditing services help you maintain compliance, improve product safety, and streamline your distribution operations through expert guidance and industry-leading practices. Reach out to GxP Cellators Consultants to help you maintain compliance, improve product safety, and streamline your distribution operations through expert guidance and industry-leading practices.